And so we'll start with your feet out in front of you. Make sure you have enough space. Your feet should be wider than your hips. And we'll just take and drop your knees down to one side and then bring them back and switch to the other side. And if you want, you can kind of rest back on your hands, or you can hold your hands up in the air, whatever's good. Maybe some of both sometimes feels nice. All right, we'll do like one more per side. And then now this time we'll start in the same position again. We'll drop them down, let's say to the left. And then you're going to squeeze your glutes so that you can come up into kneeling on that left side. Hips come forward. And then you're going to drop your butt back down where it came from. And then reset and switch to the other side. And so again, all you're doing is kind of like throwing your hips forward, squeezing your glutes so that your hips can come all the way up. Yeah, nice. And then sitting back down. And again, it's cool to be using your hands as much or as little as you feel. And you'll kind of move around in your space a little bit. You might find you're not in the same place you started. That's totally fine. Just warming up our hips a little bit today. I will do like one more per side. And then we'll start again. Feet straight out in front, nice and wide. I'm going to go to the right this time, dropping your knees down, same thing to start. Squeezing your glutes, thrusting your hips forward, coming into this kneeling position. And now this trailing leg, my left leg when I'm going to the right, is going to come around into like a lunge, and then you can kind of lean forward a little bit, get a little stretch here, and then you're going to take and put that knee back where it came from, right by your foot, and then you'll drop your butt down, and then feet back to the middle again, and we'll switch to the other side. And so again, dropping your knees down, squeezing your glutes to come into kneeling, and then this trailing leg is going to come all the way around and through, so you can be in that lunging position, and you can kind of stretch a little bit if you want to here. And then dropping that foot back, your knee back down by your foot, knees down, and then feet starting in front again. And again, just kind of moving through this as you feel, using your hands as little or as much as you like, and we'll just rotate back and forth. Yeah, nice job. Saw something pop up in the chat. I hope everyone's doing okay. Oh yes, happy birthday, happy birthday. Okay, we'll do a few more per side. And again, just feeling it out in a way that you like. All right, and we're gonna add another little piece. And so again, starting in this same position, dropping those knees down, hips come up, lunging forward, and then from here you're gonna get a stretch in that kneeling position, so you'll kind of lunge forward a little bit, and then you're gonna straighten out that front leg, and then lean forward again, and so now you're gonna get like a hamstring stretch here. Before you then take and put that knee back where it came from, drop your butt, and then switch to the other side. And so again, once you bring this trailing leg forward, you'll get that stretch here, and then straighten out your leg and hinge forward so you get a nice stretch in that hamstring. And then we'll send it back and go to the other side. This is another one of those things that is tough in a small space, but you can kind of try to make it work. I feel like Julia's kitchen's one of the spaces that makes my space look big.
It's nice because I have counter handhold
Okay, good.
So I can stretch with the cyst.
Yeah, or like twist a little bit if you need to so you can stay in the same spot. All right, we'll do like one more per side. Okay, and this one is going to be slightly different, but we're still going to start in the same starting position, sitting with our knees out wide. And we're going to drop our knees down to one side, let's say to the right. And then you're going to leave your right leg where it's at and send your left leg straight back. So you'll kind of be in like a pigeon stretch. And you're just going to follow the momentum of your body to kind of lean to one side. And then as you lean back, you'll switch to the other side. So your knees will come forward. You'll switch to the other side. You'll throw that leg back and you'll kind of rock through. And then you'll switch to the other side. So you should really just kind of be rocking back and forth through that pigeon stretch, alternating sides. And you can kind of hang out for however long you want to. Like maybe you find a really good spot and you're like, oh, I got to hang out here for a second. That's totally fine before rocking back and switching to the other side. And same thing, using your hands as little or as much as you like. This one, I think the hands can be good to really press that leg down to the ground as you send your other leg back. All right, and we'll just do like a couple more. All right, and then we're gonna stand up next. So nice and easy, find your feet, and we're gonna go into a little bit more moving kind of warm up. So I'm gonna take my sweatshirt off. It's gonna take me a second.
Hi, Amy.
What's that?
I was saying hi to Amy.
Oh.
Amy's
Oh, Amy, hi.
and
And Kat. Okay, so we're gonna start with, we're gonna do some jumping jacks and some lunges. And so your jumping jacks, I'm probably gonna do one hand jumping jacks, but you know the drill. And we'll do 30 seconds of jumping jacks, followed by 30 seconds of lunges. Any style lunges. And we're gonna go for 5 rounds or 5 minutes. And so it'll be kind of like 5 minutes of moving around a little bit, get our heart rate going. And we'll start in 10 seconds. All right, starting with jumping jacks in 3, 2, 1, go! Any pace, we're just getting moving here. And again, I'm just using one hand because my arm is kind of broken, but it'll be okay. So any way you need to modify is always good. 10 more seconds of jumping jacks. 3, 2, 1. And now we're going to do lunges. Any style lunges. If you know me, you know I like reverse lunges. But walking lunges, forward lunges, it's all good. Just make sure you're taking a really nice big lunge step. Keeping your feet at least shoulder width apart, even in the bottom of your lunge. Allowing you a nice wide base for balance. And making sure that you're allowing enough space for your knees to bend. Oh, ready, set, jumping jacks again. Back to jumping jacks. We're going to do 5 rounds of this. So this is round number 2. Three, 2, 1. Back to lunges. And again, any style lunge that you want. Keeping your chest up, letting your knees do the bending here, dropping your hips straight down. Three, two, one, jumping jacks. Three, two, one, lunges. All right, 3, 2, 1, jumping jacks. We need 2 more sets. And lunges. Three, two, one, jumping jacks, last round. Three, two, one, lunge, lunge, lunge. Last set of lunges. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay, grab a little rest. Okay. And so for the next part, you're gonna need a step or something like that. I'm gonna be using, we're also gonna do step ups. So the workout has step ups, and like our strength part, you're gonna use a step for. So I'm gonna use a different step for the 2 things. So this next part, I'm gonna use just like this futon behind me, so you can see what I'm doing back there. And then I'm gonna probably grab a different step for the other part. And this part you can choose to do with weight or without weight. And what we're going to do is some rear foot elevated split squats. And so I think we've seen these a couple times. And so what we're going to do is you're going to have one foot elevated up on your bench, futon, desk, chair, whatever it is. And then from there, we're going to do the same kind of thing that we were doing with the lunge. And again, if you want to hold 2 weights at your side, you can. If you want to hold a weight at your chest, if you want no weight, it's all good. And we're going to try to drop your chest straight down and then back up again. And your knee doesn't have to touch the ground depending on what your foot is on. So if you can't get all the way to the ground, it's totally fine. And we're going to try to come down with like a nice slow 3 count. So like 3, 2, 1, and then back up. 3, 2, 1, back up fast. And And so what we're going to be doing for this next part is you're going to have 1 minute to do 5 reps of the split squat on one side. And so you should be able to finish, even at the nice slow 3 count tempo, 5 reps in less than a minute. And then with the remaining time, again, this is just in 1 minute, and we'll say on that same side. So let's say that's rep number 5. And then in the remaining minute, you're going to try to do little hops here, as many as you can with the minute left. And again, you don't need to go all the way down into the bottom for the little hops, just like a little squat is good. Staying soft with your landing so that you're just kind of coming down about a quarter of the way, nice and soft. And then for the following minute, we'll switch to the other leg. And we'll do 5 rounds of that as well. So we'll do each side 5 times. So it should turn into like 10 minutes. Other questions about that part? Or something I forgot?
Heidi, is it only one side? Like, you're only doing one side in a minute?
Yes. Yeah, we're going to do like the right leg for 1 minute, and then we'll switch to the left leg for the next minute. And we'll go back and forth that way. So it'll go split squats followed by hops. And again, you can find rest in that time too. Like, you'll finish your split squats. You can take a little break and then do just 10 seconds of hops will be totally enough. Or you could do like slow and steady, try to get all the hops in for the whole minute, depending on how you're feeling. Split squats especially can lead to soreness. So if you've been doing lots and lots of split squats and you're feeling really good, add the weight, do lots of reps. But if it's maybe been a while for split squats, like go easy on yourself, because even if it feels really easy in the moment, like you may be feeling it for days later, especially when it comes to split squats. But we'll start in like 10 seconds. And so again, starting just on one leg, really focus on your setup. Make sure you got a nice strong base. What was the question? And so we're going to start, you can do 5 on this one leg. Nice and slow on the way down. And then exploding back up. And then taking a little break if you need, but you have the rest of the minute to do as many little hops as you want after you get your 5 nice and slow and steady. And again, finding a little bit of rest as you can in the minute. We got 15 seconds left. And I'm going to rest the last 10 seconds, and then we'll switch to the other leg. And again, adding a weight if you want to, but totally optional. Ready, set, other side. Nice work. 20 seconds left. Ten more seconds and we'll switch back to that first leg. 3, 2, 1. Back to that starting leg. Seconds and we'll switch to the other side. Again, Again, taking a little bit of rest. Three, two, one, and we'll switch to the other side. More seconds. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1, switch. Nice work, 20 more seconds. Three, two, one, other leg. More seconds. All right, 3, 2, 1, 2 more rounds. More seconds. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, other leg. More seconds. 10 seconds, we'll do our last round. 3, 2, 1, go. Twenty more seconds. Huh. 10 seconds to do our last set. 3, 2, 1, go. Thirty seconds left. Twenty seconds. Three, 2, 1, rest. Rest. Grab some water. Okay, so as you rest, I'll explain what we're gonna do next. And so the next part is just like one set of stuff for you to pace and finish at a rate that you want to. And so there's no prescribed rest, there's just like a prescribed set of work, and you'll just have until you want to finish it, and you can always time cap yourself if it's starting to take too long. I'm going to put it in the chat so that you can keep track a little bit. But we're going to do 3 movements. We're going to do 50 of each movement, and then we're going to do 40 of each movement, and then we're going to do 30 of each movement, and then we're going to do 20 of each movement, and then we're going to do 10. And the movements are going to be step-ups, swings with your item or two. I'm going to probably modify the swings and just do sit-ups. And then narrow to wide squat hops. And so that's going to be a little bit, you can probably guess what it means, but I'll show you. I'll show you everything. And we're going to call these quarter squat hops just so that you remember you're not squatting all the way down every time. Okay, so there's the workout in the chat. And so again, you're going to do 50 of each, 40 of each, 30 of each, 20 of each, 10 of each. And it's going to be step ups. And remember, each step up counts. So again, pretending I'm using my futon. So I'd step up, there's 1. And then I'm going to try to lead with my other foot next time. There's 2. And again, trying to lead right foot and then left foot. Or if it's too hard for you to alternate leading foot each time, maybe play around with switching up your leading foot at times that you can. And so 50 step-ups. And again, if you feel like adding an item, you can hold an item at your side or at your chest. That's totally fine. And then swings. So I'll just demonstrate these one arm, but you're going to keep your back nice and flat, really squeezing your glutes to generate momentum with your item that way, and then just swinging it out in front. And it could be eye level or all the way up overhead if you want to practice that. And so overhead, you're going to do more of like a clean move where you're high pull and then punch to the sky rather than keeping your arms straight. But any style of swings, again, I'll probably be modifying that part with sit-ups. I'll probably do weighted sit-ups. In case you wonder why I'm doing sit-ups, that's going to be my mod for the swings. And then the last one is going to be a little quarter squat hop. But the tricky part about it is we're going to go narrow stance, wide stance, narrow stance, wide stance. And so again, you don't have to worry about squatting all the way down, but you're going to alternate that stance narrow to wide, narrow to wide. Kind of like a jumping jack, but give yourself a little bit more of a squat than a jumping jack. And each one counts. Every single thing we do, each one counts. So each swing counts, each step counts, each hop counts. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it'd be like half the amount of the narrow squats and half the amount of wide squats, hops. And so there's about 19 minutes left in class, so you could give yourself like a 19-minute time cap, or if you want to just keep going, you can. But I think this should take around 15 minutes, so I think we'll all finish. But again, we're all doing something slightly different, so if we're all finishing at different times, that's totally cool too. And sometimes I'm totally wrong about how long stuff takes. Maybe this is like a 50-minute workout and you need to time cap yourself. I'm not sure sometimes. I don't think it's a 50-minute workout.
Party photo for Molly's.
Okay.
For a birthday party photo. Okay, 1, 2. Oh wait, you need your people. Yeah, there you go.
Your party people.
Oh, Phoebe, get in the photo, Phoebe. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Good job, everybody.
Sam, is that a weight vest? Also, now that I hang out with Kat, I get all those secrets about how hardcore Sam actually is, just like doing curls, watching TV. Don't worry, I'll keep them safe. Not that story, but I'll keep the other ones. All right, do y'all want to start? Starting with 50 step-ups. Step up, swing, hop. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. And I'll start my clock just for the heck of it. But otherwise, I'm going to start in 10 seconds. Y'all can start whenever you want. Oh, I need my real step. 3, 2, 1, go! Yes, nice job. Great work, everybody. And it's 8:59, so if you have to run, that's your time check. Good job, everyone. Nice leg day. And I like a nice little figure 4 stretch. It's a cool down.